The session tomorrow is on the accelerators of startups in the food and ag space. And basically what we will discuss is what are the different means today to support startups in growing and accelerating their food innovation to reach the market. We at EIT Food have an accelerator that is a network of 6 accelerators across Europe, from Finland to Spain. And we support startups by providing them an access to the network of EIT Food. EIT Food is more than 200 partners, from big corporates to small SMEs, universities and research centers. And so we help them to access the market, facilitating pilot projects with corporates. And also we help them to access finance, which is important for startups, through direct investment possibilities directly from EIT Food, but also connecting them with our network or community of investors that we have across Europe. So what is important today, and what we will discuss in the session, is what is today still limiting the acceleration of startups. Why those startups in the food and tech space still have difficulties to grow, and what can we do about it, right? So for us, there are different difficulties, but you can see it on the positive or the negative side. If you are optimistic, you should say that the food and tech space has grown really fast over the past 5-10 years in Europe, and that today it's catching up a little bit with the other sectors where startups are very famous and attracting a lot of capital, such as the health sector or the digital sector. We are still lagging behind in food and ag, but we are catching up. So the amounts of money invested in startups over the past years have duplicated each year, and we're reaching today more than 4 billion euros just in Europe in investment in food and ag tech startups. So it is growing, but still we are lacking a little bit in Europe of the collaboration between countries, between stakeholders. And that's why at EIT Food we are also now trying to set up an ecosystem of investors, corporate investors and startups, so that we can co-invest, facilitate syndication of investors, and have bigger rounds, a bigger ticket, bigger amounts of money invested in those companies, so that we can compete in a way with what's happening in other parts of the world, such as the US, where obviously the market is bigger, but also where the money is easier, or bigger amounts of money can be obtained easily. So that's part of the project that we are carrying over with EIT Food. EIT Food has been set up just to make sure that we can transform the food system, because as we all know, it's not sustainable. We need to adapt, we need to transform it deeply, so we need to adapt the system itself, not just one chain of one part of the chain. And that's what EIT Food has been built, because we believe in 2 important things. First, innovation can play an important role. Technological innovation, but also different kind of business model innovation or process innovation can play an important role in how we will transform the system. It's not the only part, right? We also need to work on the consumer behavior, on the acceptability of the new food products. So there are a lot of things that we need to do, but innovation is a central piece, and EIT stands for the European Innovation and Technology Institute. So we are focusing on innovation, and the second point, very important for us, is the collaborative network. So to transform the food system, we will not be able to do that alone. I mean, it's not just a corporate, the big food company, or a small startup, or a university that alone will have the possibility to really transform it and reach the goal of reducing our impact and making the system more sustainable and healthier. So that's why at EIT Food we believe in the network effect. We have a network of more than 200 partners all across Europe, and our role is to facilitate the collaboration and co-fund also innovation projects with those big consortia made of different partners, so that the corporates can work together with the university, with the scientific experts, and with the industry and the governments, so that in big projects we can together achieve this transformation as it is needed.